Welcome back to Steelheads Tonight World Junior Edition. It's been an exciting group stage for all teams, and now we're setting up the quarterfinal matchups as quarterfinals start today. Um,
Yes.
so, Jason, let's go with Group A first. The Swedes won that group over the U.S., which was a little bit surprising. We thought the States
Yep.
would be the group, but Team Sweden has a really good team this year.
They do that. They do.
Saw that in the pre-tournament against Canada. Um, but yeah, Sweden won the group, and then the States obviously finished second in the group. Um, but yeah, like let's talk about Group A a little bit. So let's talk about Team Sweden first off, Jason. What do you like?
Well, Team Sweden, I think they're just all around a good team. But they've always dominated the group stage, I feel. It's just what can they do in this next stage of the tournament? Because we
Yeah,
obviously
like
know they're probably going to win their quarterfinal matchup. But what's going to happen after that? Like when you go into the semifinals and stuff, are you going to be winning that game playing for gold, or are you going to lose that game and play for bronze?
yeah. So like you said about Sweden, like I remember a few years ago they went on like a immaculate run in group play. They were like 30-0 or whatever the number was in group play. But then when it got
Yeah,
to
that
the
was
quarter,
crazy. Yeah, and then they ended up losing that streak obviously a few years ago. But
yeah,
now
but
they're just going right back where they started. They're winning.
streak. So yeah, like Sweden defeating the States in Group A was phenomenal. Obviously we have the States finishing second best in Group A. Uh,
I don't think they're as strong as they think they are.
I
I
mean
think
they lost Cole Hudson, right?
that is very true. He was knocked out in the second game. I think it was against Switzerland, where he got a puck to the
Uh,
where he got a
yeah, he
puck to the head, and then he was like knocked
head and
unconscious for like a few moments.
yeah,
Scarier than it actually was, because like even the states confirmed it's like, oh, it's just a day-to-day injury. I think it was just like the shock that happened and where it hit him, kind of thing.
well yeah, like when you get hit in the head with a puck and it knocks you out,
That's
it's not
never a
good.
good thing. No, it's not a
No.
good thing. We
So
see that a lot in hockey. We see guys get pucks to the face, the head. Never a pretty thing to
never
see.
to the extreme of getting knocked out.
Yeah.
Switzerland finished third in Group A. They had a really good last game against Slovakia in the prelims, which was fun to watch. Switzerland obviously beat the Slovaks, so they will face. I believe it's I can't remember. My brain's too.
I think it's Finland they're playing. I think it's
But
second versus third in each.
yeah, so yeah, then Slovakia will finish play. Obviously, they'll
Uh,
play Canada because
yes.
we get the bottom seed of Group A. But let's go to Group A now, or let's go to Group B now. Canada obviously won the group with an outstanding 3-1-0 record, finishing
Yes, big.
one
That's
point.
something they needed to take care of. Take care of business, in which they did. And now you get well, I guess you could say easier matchup, but there's no such thing as an easy matchup nowadays in the World
Oh, it's
Juniors.
the easiest matchup for them going into the quarters.
Yeah,
But
easiest
let's talk
matchup, but
about
there's no such thing as that anymore. This is the matchup you want. It's just can you play your game the right way, like you did
yeah,
against Finland? Because I think I don't, I didn't, I wasn't. I'm not saying that I was expecting them to lose against Finland. I was expecting them not to dominate like they not dominate, but like not play like they did. And I think that was a good full team effort they had. And even you could see afterwards, like from TSN and Bar Down. Shout out to those Instagram accounts, by the way. But they showed like like afterwards, like the kid walking back in, like they were excited, but there was not many smiles. They're like, this is business. Like we took care of business. On to the next, which is what you want to see in a tournament like this.
you also got to look at as well as they're going to the quarters. In the last 2 years, they've been eliminated in the quarters, so they
Yeah,
still have that
good.
chip on their shoulder in the semis.
Yeah,
But yeah, like Canada started off against Czechia, 1-7-5, which was way closer than I think it should have been. Um, the game against Latvia on Saturday was
Oh,
was a
we were
stressful
getting,
one,
yep, getting
um,
deja vu.
especially
Getting
with
deja vu from
Slovenia
that,
net.
that's for sure. Getting Latvia tying the game with just under 2 minutes left. But
Yeah,
obviously, like I still feel like that goal shouldn't have happened. And this is nothing against Jack Ivankovic, but he didn't really look like he put much of an effort into trying to make that save. Like you saw how open it was on his left side, and he didn't even move when you saw the. I'm like, did that guy even see? Like it makes you think. Like, did the guy see get confused, or was he just downright like not confused, but like, did he get like tricked? Like, did he not know where the puck was, or did he just not pick it up fast enough, kind of thing?
Yeah, but yeah, like Latvia has had Canada's number the last 2 years. Like they won last year in the shootout. They kept this game close when I thought it was going to be a blowout. Um,
Yeah.
but
And then obviously they kind of hurt themselves, Latvia, by getting that delay of game penalty.
yeah, that was the big one that put the nail in the coffin there. Start for the end of third period because Canada had the power play in overtime, which was successful. Then they faced Denmark, and
That's
we
the
saw
kind
that
of
one coming.
yeah,
I
that was a team effort that they needed just for their confidence.
Yeah, like we saw everybody contribute there. We saw Martone score, we saw Nisa score, uh, Celebrini. So all the big guys that were supposed to be playing.
Celebrini. It's just Celebrini.
Oh, McKenna.
Celebrini.
Oh my God, it's been that kind of a morning. McKenna.
It's been a
Uh,
long last couple of days for you though. You're
yeah.
good.
So
I'm just like Celebrini. I would love to see him in the World
he-
Juniors, but he's gonna be playing on the Olympic team.
it's been a rough couple of days. So yeah, McKenna. I mean, um, I'm not coming back from that one. But yeah, so all the big guys that are supposed to be scoring for Team Canada were scoring on Monday against Denmark, and then they wrapped up yesterday or Wednesday against the Finns in a really tight matchup. Even though the 7-4 score was in favor of
Yeah.
Canada, but it was a
It was going back and forth. Like that's what you like to see in a it was a very competitive hockey game. That's like what you like to see as a hockey fan. Just going, even though for Canada fans it can be very stressful for us seeing all that stuff, but how it goes back and forth. But then they kind of just said, okay, let's take care of this, and then they just started playing their game. And if they keep doing that, they're gonna be just fine.
and we also got to talk about Carter George. Like from last year to this year, he has improved a lot in net for
No,
Team Canada. Obviously, the 4 goals against Finland, he probably wants a couple of those back. Um, and even against Czechia, he probably wants a couple of those goals back as well. But
yeah,
he's really been playing well in this tournament, in the games that he's played in. So I think for Canada to succeed, Carter George still has to uh, stand on his head here for a little bit.
yeah. But it wouldn't surprise me either. Like if say this game tonight, George is in net for Canada. I feel like if it's like maybe a quick goal or maybe even two quick goals for Slovakia, it wouldn't
Yeah,
surprise me if Dale Hunter says, "Okay, no, Kobe, go do what you do best."
yeah. You gotta think in the quarters, it's a short leash no matter who's in net, whether it's Ivan Kovic, Ravensburgen, or George.
Yeah,
So
it's got to be a quick leash. I think it's got to
that's
be
what
like
it's do or die. Like
you
if
can't
you get to
like
the semis, at least if you lose, you go to the bronze.
yeah. You're looking at it like this. If you win this quarterfinal game, you're gonna be playing for a medal no matter what.
Yeah, it's win or go home today
Yeah,
for all the teams.
yeah.
So
And obviously, relegation game is gonna be the first one of the night of the day. A nice noon start, I think.
then we have the quarter starting at 2 with Sweden versus Latvia, which the Swedes uh, should have no problem with that one. I would love to see Latvia
Yeah,
beat Sweden. It would be
yeah,
a hell of an underdog moment, but I think Sweden has
yeah.
that one.
Well, the
But
only thing that Latvia's got going for them, their goalie is amazing. Like we saw how
yeah,
good he was against Canada. I feel like teams now, like Latvia, they're really training their goalies well. Like you saw obviously in the 2025 World Juniors how good that goalie was. I'm not sure
yeah,
if it's the same guy or not, but this this guy is also pretty damn good. And obviously they're doing something right over there in Latvia for their goalies.
and then the second quarter final matchup at 4:30 is Czechia Switzerland. Again, Czechia should have no problem beating Switzerland.
Even though Switzerland has had a couple good few games, they only lost by 1 goal to USA earlier in the tournament, so
Yeah,
wouldn't surprise me if Switzerland at least puts up a fight against Czechia.
yeah, it'll be a good game for sure. Like,
Yeah.
and then obviously the big matchup of the day would be the Finns versus US. Um,
Rematch of the gold medal game last year.
I would love to see the Finns
Yeah.
eliminate the States on home ice.
Yeah.
Um,
Get the same
so
treatment we did, that Canada got last year.
and then we can stop hearing that stupid goal song that's been haunting us for the last year. Um,
Don't worry, it's probably gonna haunt us in the Olympics as well.
we're not talking about that right now. that's that's a later date to be discussed. Um, and then to round up the day of quarterfinals, we have Slovakia versus Canada. Again, Canada is the favorite of this matchup,
Yeah,
and they should be, as the Slovaks only won one game in
yeah.
group stage. So it should be
Just gotta
a.
take,
I'm not
just
gonna
gotta play
say
your game.
I'm not gonna say easy because I
No,
don't say that, but it should be. It's favored in Canada's
yeah,
on Canada's side. So as long as they play their game,
yeah.
they should win the game, no problem.
Just play like you did against Finland. You should be just fine. And
Exactly.
hopefully, if Carter George is in net, he just plays like he has all year in Owen Sound. Just dominate. That's what you
Yeah.
want.
The semis are on Sunday, followed by the medal games on Monday to wrap up the World Juniors already. It's crazy. It's only a 2 week tournament, but it's the best tournament of the year.
Yep. And then obviously we're getting lucky this year now in 2026. Happy New Year, everyone, by the way, to all our watchers and listeners. But with the Olympics coming, we're gonna have another hockey tournament, which hopefully
Yeah,
the NHLers
exactly.
do go, but we'll see. We'll see how the condition of the rink is.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like that'll be a fun one to cover too, because that's more than 2 weeks. That's almost a month worth of stuff
Yeah,
to cover.
February 12th is their first game, I believe.
That sounds right. I would
I know
agree.
the women's get started off earlier, so we'll
But
be
yeah,
covering. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll cover both. Why not?
I mean, so let's talk about the relegation round. We have Team Germany playing in
Denmark.
it, and Denmark, right?
Yeah, and I believe whoever loses is replaced by not Swiss. Oh my God, why was I thinking Switzerland?
They get relegated.
Norway. I think it's Norway who comes in for the relegated team.
Yeah. So I believe if my memory serves me correctly, the relegation games is a best of three.
Is it? Oh, I
If
thought it was a single
my
knockout.
memory is correct. I don't know for sure. But yeah, like it should be a interesting one because the relegation round is um always fun
Good.
to watch.
Oh, it's always fun because these teams are competing to stay at the highest level. They
Exactly.
don't want to go back down. They want to stay as long as they can.
Oh no, you're right. It's just a best of one.
So yeah,
So
Denmark versus Germany.
but yeah,
I think
the last two placed teams play one regulation round game. The winner of the game plays at the 2027 IIHF World Junior Championship.
and the other one goes back down
All the
to
losers
the
relegated
lower.
to the 2027 IHF Hockey Tournament Under 20 World Championship Division A.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's win for the relegation game for Germany and or Denmark. It's win and you're playing in next year's tournament. And if you lose,
you're not.
unfortunately, you gotta make your way back up there and hope that you can replace a team in
Yep.
2028.
Yeah, that's your hope. You get relegated, you work back up to 22 for 2028. And
Yeah,
obviously Germany, in my opinion, like I'm not sure how I feel about that team. It's I feel like every year since they had Tim Stutzla, you always think, oh, Germany's they're producing players now, like Tim Stutzla, JJ Peterka, like those guys are great players. I feel like they've just
much
kind
like
of gone down a little bit. Like this is gonna be their second straight year playing in the relegation, which I know, but their head coach has said we don't want to be here. We know we're better than this kind of thing.
yeah, but unfortunately, you don't have the talent because all your major talent is playing in the NHL. Like I also said to you, Leon Draisaitl was another one
Yeah.
that for
Mhm.
Germany. So like if they would have an Olympic team, they'd have a really good team in the Olympics.
Yeah, your top line being Peterka, Stutzla, and Draisaitl. Whew,
Yeah.
that would be
But
scary.
but yeah, so I believe we said our World Junior alumni today was going to be John Tavares, who currently
Yes.
is the assistant captain for the Leafs. Um, Tavares had a great World Junior tournaments when he played. Um, I'll say let's pull it up here. My memory's not the greatest. Um, at the under 20s, he played in 2007, 8. um, 8-9, and he performed well as I have it out on my screen. So let me look at the his tournament in 08, 09. He played in 6 games, scoring 8 goals, 7 assists, and he really led the team there. Um, like we talked about Eberle
Yeah,
last episode, but
you can't talk about Eberle and Tavares without mentioning the other one. They're just a dynamic duo
definitely
in their time in the World
sub-out
Juniors.
duo for the World Juniors for Canada. Like like we forgot to mention about Jordan Eberle in the 2010 tournament. He also had a can you believe it goal in
Yeah,
the gold medal game. Unfortunately, they lost to the States that year, but he did again to tie the game late in the game. But yeah, like you said, you can't mention Jordan Eberle without mentioning John Tavares because their World Juniors together were fantastic.
yeah. Always, it makes you wonder though if they were ever on the same team in the NHL, like in their primes, how awesome would have that been? Just see them dominate the NHL level together.
You know, that's like a dream scenario that every Canadian would probably want, but will never happen because now, like Tavares isn't
They're
getting
both in
any
their mid. They're both in their mid 30s now.
like yeah, like Tavares and Eberle are both getting aren't getting any younger, even though they're still producing at a high standard. Like, but not like how they were when they were kids. But that comes with aging, right? Like you're not going to be fantastic your whole career. You're going to decline eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, Tavares and Eberle, that would have been a fun duo to see play in the NHL together.
Hey, still a possibility. Eberle's a free agent after this season.
I mean, you never say never, right? But yeah. So yeah, but so that's it, everyone. So stay tuned, I guess, for Sunday as we'll tee up the semifinals and recap the quarterfinal games uh, that are played today. So until then, uh,
Thank you for watching, everyone.
watching everyone. See you next time.